Well, the big one is live now. The biggest one is live now. Flo Ben and Frass going up against Wonderkid. All going again for Paris Saint-Germain. Flo Ben and Frass in that blue kit and Wonderkid opting for the white kit. Who makes it into the final? Let us know in the comment section, on the stream on YouTube, on the GFA YouTube channel. Let us know who you think is going to make it into the final. As early on here, Flo Ben trying to see what Wonderkid's defense has been like. Well, it's been contrasting from these two, as Wonderkid has let in so many goals and Flo Ben has been stellar at the back. He's kept clean sheet upon clean sheet, and he deserves to be here actually. Very, very contrasting game styles, because Wonderkid is free-flowing and he's scoring so many goals, but he's also letting in so many goals as well. And we'll see if Flo Ben's defense is able to keep him out.
But then what do you think, Slimo? Are we to expect a high-intensity game? I mean, or are we going to look out for, a slow-paced game with cautious attempts against each other? What do you think?
Well, usually these guys like to size themselves up and see who is able to, who make the first mistake actually. And because they are two top guys, it might take a while for one of them to make mistakes. And it sometimes drags out, but these two guys are just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And Flo Ben and Frass trying to attack early on, but Wonderkid winning the ball high up the field into Mbappe. Wonderkid saved. Gianluigi Donnarumma saves for Flo Ben and Frass as the ball was scooped in there from Wonderkid. And poor goalkeeper movements there from Flo Ben and Frass allows Wonderkid to take the lead. Our first semi-final is already heated, as Wonderkid,
of course, the intensity has started very early in here, and this is exciting to see.
Update from our second semi-final, as Prince Jonas of Play Province already up by 2-0 early on in that semi-final against Frass. Wow, down in the comment section, there's still Leonel saying, Bakbo the wicked man, he has been wicked today. He has been wicked. His wickedness has brought him to the semi-final stage. And can he get another shot away there? Flo Ben and Frass equalizes, just as we expected. The two top dogs going head-to-head, and parity is drawn early on.
Early on, of course, parity has been drawn here. And like I said, I was looking forward to a high-intensity match, and definitely that's what we are witnessing here between, two of the best ever in this nation, Flo Ben and Frass and Wonderkid, and wow.
That green time finesse from Messi there, and everyone thought it was definitely going in, but just wide. And series of attacks coming from both camps. Flo Ben and Frass now in possession of the ball. Nuno Mendes for him, trying to take his time to build his attacks, because the defending from Wonderkid is also very, very good.
And there's the message coming from the stream, and Order Time says that please let Wonder know that Soon is here cheering him up, and he will win this.
And Habibu Sule Flo Ben and Frass takes the lead. Completes the comeback very, very early, 30 minutes gone, and it's already 2-1. And he seems to be running away with it. As another time, Flo Ben and Frass tried the shot cancel there. And the frustration from the face of Flo Ben and Frass as he misses another chance. Wonderkid is all over the place, and he'll have to get himself together to be able to, to weather the storm that Flo Ben and Frass is riding right now.
Yes, definitely. Flo Ben has shaken the boat of Wonderkid, and In fact, it has shaken him to the core that for a minute he looked unsteady. For a minute he looked unstable. But then I think, like you said, he needs to get himself together to be able to, I mean, get back into the game and see it out to the end. But then kudos to Flo Ben and Frass. I mean, he's had some very close opportunities in the last minute, and if all things being equal, if he maintains this sort of intensity, he might be smiling at the end
Flo
of the game.
Ben and Frass now on the attack. Well, that awareness for Wonderkid to just position Verratti in that space where he just cuts out the ball. And the player lock now coming for Wonderkid. Borrow into Messi, into Di Maria, that shot away. But just straight at Donnarumma and a howler of a goal to concede for Flo Ben and Frass.
What a blunder there, what an error, what a mistake there. I mean, that was a very poor shot.
That
so
is
direct from Wonderkid.
So cruel, a very, very cruel goal to concede.
That is a very hard one to take.
But Wonderkid is not going to care.
Oh, definitely not. Wickedness.
He has equalized. That's the most important thing to him right now. Di Maria now for Flo Ben, trying to just get back into the groove. And when you concede such goals, it might just get you off your game and then just affect you mentally. But Flo Ben is a top player, and I'm not expecting that this kind of goal to get to him.
I mean, the stream is also getting heated here. Kudos to all that have been joining. I mean, that have joined the stream right from the start to the very end. I mean, an applause for you guys. I doff my heart for you. And Joku Gaming has joined. And Joku says that boys stay form. Of course, boys are really on form here. Majay TM says Wonder is washed. And I'm not sure Majay is watching the match we are watching here. But anyway, Bandazo Yinzo says Wonderkid has to improve his defensive play. It is too loose. And Jin Sakai says, Sully, you've got this. In fact, there's a lot of support coming there from the stream. Kudos to you all there joining live on the Ghana Football Association YouTube channel. We are also live on Twitter at eSports Ghana. Follow there for updates.
Well, already 2-2 between the top two. Well, probably the top two, but there's already the chance that these two are the best in the country at the moment. Neymar now for Flo Ben, finding Mbappe, recycling into Messi. Ganagay, back to Verratti, trying that all-crucial pass into the attacker to get his shot away, and well cut out by Wonderkid on that occasion. Di Maria now for Flo Ben. Close control there from Flo Ben into Messi. While trying a bit of tricks there, but didn't work. Wonderkid wasn't rattled, and he comes away with it. Wonderkid immediately on another attack with Mbappe. Back to Ramos, looking to cool things down a bit and just settle down and build an attack from the back. Hakimi now for Wonderkid. Ball roll there. The ball roll is just so essential in FIFA 22. It just creates a lot of space for those passing lanes. As Wonderkid on the attack, getting that extra pass into Messi. Can he get a shot away? Because the defending from Flo Ben in this game has been brilliant. Brilliant defending there once again from Flo Ben. As he comes away with the ball from the defense and straight into attack. The through ball into Neymar, into Mbappe. Lionel Messi for Flo Ben. As Marco Verratti looking for space, then the awareness once more by Wonderkid to be able to just steal that ball away. And Wonderkid, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, loves the goalkeeper. And it's a brilliant goal. Just a little smile from the kid himself, Wonderkid.
Of course,
give him a 3-2 lead in this one.
He can afford a smile now for, scoring such a beauty of a goal. It is actually a work of art he produced right there. But then not too much because he knows the stakes. He knows that Flo Ben is definitely going to come back hard. But then, this is the match we wanted to see. This is, a match of champions. But then the true champion is who we want to see at the end of the day.
Wow. Wonderkid now leading by 3-2 in the first leg there. As Flo Ben and Frass, he came out quickly off the blocks there. But Wonderkid has weathered the storm. Leading by 3-2. It's not all said and done. As still Wonderkid attacking, trying to find that cushion of a goal. Mbappe. The dangerous attack coming from Wonderkid. Killing Mbappe now for Wonderkid, but well defended again. Marco Verratti. And these two guys were on everyone's list to make the top 4, and they haven't disappointed. And they are giving us a treat in the semi-finals as they go head-to-head. Marquinhos defending well for Wonderkid. Finding Messi. Well, we know the game management from Wonderkid is brilliant. It's top-notch. We'll see if he's able to do it against another top player in Flo Ben Frass. Well, the pressure there from Flo Ben Frass wins him the ball high up the field. Ghana gave finding Di Maria on the flank, and the defending in this first leg from Wonderkid has been something to write home about.
Now, there's an update coming from that second semi-final match ongoing between Prince Jonas and Frass. And right about now, Prince Jonas is up by 3-0 against Frass right there. And so, that is the update coming in.
Well, it seems like Frass has his work cut out for him in the second leg. Down by 3 goals. And Prince Jonas might just make his way into the final, making the Play Province boys very, very proud here. Hakimi into Ramos now for Flo Ben, trying to get that equalizer going into the second leg. Verratti into Mbappe. Can he get a shot away? Does get a shot away. Another stupendous save from Donnarumma to keep that crucial lead for Wonderkid. Counter-attack chance here for Wonderkid. Hakimi with loads of pace to Ben, but Wonderkid not able to utilize. Hakimi very, very pacey, and Wonderkid could have just run away with it, but Nuno Mendes did catch up to him. Kudos to Flo Ben for preventing Wonderkid from having a chance to go, but he has a chance to go himself, Flo Ben, but Wonderkid has cut it out, and it's going to be the end of the first leg, as it ends in favor of Wonderkid, 3-2. We head straight into the second leg between two of the top dogs in the FIFA esports scene, going head-to-head to see who is going to make it to the final. At the moment, momentum in favor of Wonderkid as it's leading by 3-2. Mbappe now for Flo Ben. Well, Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe trying to find Di Maria there, but cut out by Flo Ben. Neymar Jr. Idrissa Gana Gueye now for Flo Ben. Verratti into Neymar. Wow. Tried those tricks but didn't work on Wonderkid at that moment. We're in the second leg of our semi-final here, the A.M.C.F Championship. It's Wonderkid versus Flo Ben Frass. The magnitude of these guys, the pressure on these guys to make it to the final. And Flo Ben has a chance to equalize there. But good anticipation from Wonderkid to clear that ball. Wonderkid now trying to build up from the back very, very quickly there. And he will recycle the ball because the pressure from Flo Ben is intense, very, very intense. And we'll see how he's able to cope with it. Just as I spoke of the pressure, it does get to Wonderkid and he gives the ball away. Achraf Hakimi now for Flo Ben, trying to find support there, but another poorly misplaced pass just gives the ball back to Wonderkid for him to launch an attack. And launch an attack he does, as Di Maria with the elastico creates that separation. Di Maria tried to find Mbappe, but Donnarumma comes up big for Flo Ben. 20 minutes gone in our second leg of the semi-final between Wonderkid and Flo Ben, as Wonderkid currently leading by a slender goal. And Flo Ben doing everything he can to be able to get another shot at it. And he does. He equalizes. Brilliant, brilliant goal there. And a very, very surprising goal there, as Wonderkid actually thought, I'm sure he thought that defender would have blocked that shot, but Mbappe, the shooting of Mbappe just, it prevailed at that moment.
But of course, I would want to give credit to Sully, of course, Flo Ben and Frass. He kept knocking, and he's found his answer of an equalizer here.
Immediately, Wonderkid comes up at the other end. Neymar! Well blocked by Flo Ben, where he gives the ball Paul away. Ramos, Di Maria now for Wonderkid trying to respond. Marquinhos has been brilliant all day for all these gamers. His pace, the awareness for him has just done wonders for all of these gamers here today. It's the E-Trophy Championship semi-final. It's our first semi-final. And Wonderkid and Flo Ben and Frass battling it out. They are level pegging at the moment. 3 goals apiece. We bring you updates from that second semi-final between Frames and Prince Jonas. Is still 3-0 in favor of Prince Jonas as they head into that second leg. Messi now into Neymar. Finding, well, nearly found Verratti on that occasion there, Flo Ben, but Wonderkid came out on top. Di Maria now for, well, Wonderkid straight into attack. Once he wins the ball, he's definitely looking to find a way to break that defense of Flo Ben.
Now, I think in this particular match, we may not see many goals as we saw in the first leg, but then kudos to both players for actually beefing up their defense right now. It looks, the game is quite open, but then, of course, the defense is holding up for each of these players, not allowing, as many goals as possible. Look at that.
Well, that second man press there from Wonderkid was brilliant. Immediately switched when he saw that Flo Ben wasn't controlling perfectly. Gives the ball away there, Wonderkid, but a foul is committed. As it's 3 goals apiece, heading into the dying minutes of our first half in the second leg of our first semi-final.
Wow, what a match. 3-3, the aggregate scoreline after the second 45 minutes. The second leg, first 45 minutes in there. And, wow, the players, they are not resting. They are just back again against each other now into the second half. No minutes to rest, no minutes to pause. The goal is for the grand prize. And so, we go on.
Well, the experience is going to count for both of these guys. And no one in the FIFA esports scene has experience like these two. They've been at the top. They've stayed at the top. They've kept their crowns and they're battling it out to see who just makes it to the final. Neymar now for Flo Ben. Well, an update from that game between Prince Jonas and Frames. As Jonas keeps pulling away, he scored another goal in that second leg. And the aggregate scoreline is now 4-0. Di Maria now for Wonderkid, trying to weave his way into the box of Flo Ben, but gives the ball away very, very poorly. Can Flo Ben capitalize? Well, chooses to recycle the ball. Beautiful switch of play there. As Nuno Mendes heads it back into Kimpembe. Neymar down the flank for Flo Ben. Getting that pass into Mbappe. Stellar defending once more by Wonderkid. It's just up and down from these two guys. You defend well, I attack well, and I attack well, and you defend well from both of these guys. As Kylian Mbappe comes up for Wonderkid in the white kit of Paris Saint-Germain. Marco Verratti trying to find that incisive pass. Messi with that great time finesse. But good awareness there from Donnarumma to come and claim that ball. And kudos to Flo Ben for that great goalkeeper positioning to be able to notice that Wonderkid would have tried that finesse shot. Kudos to Flo Ben for that one.
Of course, at this point, both players have really, really studied each other, and they probably always know the next move, almost every next move of themselves. And so right now, it's very hard for them to, surprise each other. So they are actually canceling each other out, both in attack and in defense, and it is amazing to see. The level of competition in here is just what we wanted to see, and I'm enjoying it.
Well, I am enjoying it as well, because these two guys are giving it everything they have to be able to book a spot in the final. Flo Ben on the attack now. Di Maria, 20 minutes left on the game clock, as Wonderkid and Flo Ben are all trying to get a piece of that cake in that final. Neymar with that 10 there. The pass into Mbappe. Can he get that pass into Messi? Stylish finish there from Flo Ben and Frass. What a beautiful goal there. Very, very stylish finish.
Very, very stylish. I'm sure. The Zongo boys are really excited about this because, Sully is definitely making them proud. Wow. Kudos to Sully.
Kudos to Abibu Sully, Flo Ben and Frass for getting that crucial goal and then having a goal lead over Wonderkid. But it's not over. 40 minutes on the game clock left. Wonderkid poorly misplacing that pass. Can Habibu Sully punish him? Can Flo Ben punish him? Mbappe, good defending once more by Wonderkid, trying to launch an attack of his own.
Of course, he needs to do the best of this attack because the clock is ticking, and it is now or never for Wonderkid.
Well, the tracking of runs from Flo Ben and Frass has been brilliant all game, and he has prevented those through balls of Wonderkid from getting into sight. Messi now trying to find Mbappe for Flo Ben, and indeed finishes from close range, and that might just be it. That might just be it. Flo Ben and Frass separating himself from Wonderkid. What a goal. What a through ball there by Flo Ben, and it just might be it. It might just settle the deal for Wonderkid. It might just settle the deal for Flo Ben. Has a chance to get another goal. Mbappe to name and another goal. Well, agonizingly wide. Well. It seems like it's going to be, the journey for Wonderkid is going to come to an end. The journey for Wonderkid of trying to make that final spot might just have come to an end. It has come to an end because there's only 1 minute left in additional time as Flo Ben and Frass pips him to that final spot. Can Wonderkid get a goal back? But it's only going to be a consolation as it's all over here at the Alisa Hotels.
Wow.
The big semi-final is over, and Flo Ben and Frass books his spot in the final. He's booking a date probably with Prince Jonas of Play Province.
And look at Wonderkid, he's still